Slovenia are through. They knew what they had to do, get the clean sheet, and they're through. England, though, have not scored against Slovenia. Wow, Slovenia is like they won the World Cup here. Congratulations, guys. Wow. But England, man, more questions than answers, honestly. I think there's been a few spanners in the works with this team selection from Southgate that'll definitely have him overthinking stuff into the next game. That we definitely know. I think as things stand, England are going to play the Netherlands in their first round of 16. Full time, Denmark 0-0. Okay, England caught life. Let's be real. England caught life. They are going to advance as group winners, but that is anything but convincing from England, honestly. Failure to even score a goal against Slovenia. That's no disrespect to Slovenia. But when you look at the value of both teams on the pitch right now, the quality with both teams, this is a very, very disappointing result for England, and it's a tournament that is not convincing anybody in the slightest. I'm interested in seeing what he goes with, guys, next, because I think Mainoo now, for me, the way he played in that second half, look, it's not like England all of a sudden looked like Barcelona when he was on the pitch, but I definitely think it was much better. So Mainoo, I think, is a sure starter for next game. Sure starter. If he reverts back to Gallagher, Southgate, yo, you're something else, man. That Palmer cameo, though, I was moved. The issue with Palmer is he plays in the same position as Saka, and I don't think he's going to drop Saka. But I do think we're going to see minutes from Palmer going forward. I think he's going to go to the same team, even though he probably shouldn't, man, because it's so weird. Like, we're seeing Jude on the left, we're seeing Foden in the middle, which got the best out of Foden, but not the best out of Jude. But was the best of Foden better than the best of Jude? It's a weird one, man, honestly. And the problem is, right? These are all normal questions to have, but they're normal questions to have during qualifiers. They're normal questions to have during friendlies. They're normal questions to have during the Nations League. They're not normal questions to have after match day 3 in your group heading into the round of 16 against the Netherlands. These are not questions that you want to have midway through your tournament. And that's my biggest issue with England right now. There's way too many question marks around the entire team 3 games into Euro 2024. Quite simply, Gareth Southgate doesn't know his best team. He doesn't. Anybody telling me otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. It's very obvious to me, Gareth Southgate has no idea what his best team is. And the proof is in the pudding. The fact that the 3 substitutions he brought in last game are completely different from the 3 substitutions he brought in this game. 2 players in this game that no one had seen before up to this point, and Palmer and Gordon. We didn't see them all tournament until now. Just shows to me that Southgate is really just throwing shit at the fan and hoping one of these guys gives him a moment that he can kind of ride off the back of. So I don't know, man. England, I'm looking at their bracket, and all things suggest that they should have a straightforward task to get to the final. Right? On paper, it's looking eerily similar to the 2018 World Cup, where they had to play Colombia and Sweden and Croatia. But just like the 2018 World Cup, guys, I can't lie. It doesn't really matter who they play, in my opinion. The second that they play a big team that's either at their level or better, I think England are going out. Whether that's in the round of 16, quarterfinal, semifinal, or final. Eventually, they're going to play a team that's at their level or better. And at that point, Gareth Southgate is not a good enough coach to bridge the quality in coaching to make the talent level even a competition. So if you guys take England going far into competitions as a success without taking into context the teams that they're playing, then you guys will be very happy this tournament. But I think England are going to go out the minute that they play a somewhat serious team. So England are probably going to play the Netherlands. Then they're probably going to play Switzerland or Italy. Then they're probably going to play Belgium. That's insane. That's insane how they've been this bad and they're going to get that run. Who do we got between Holland or England? I would say the Netherlands, or England. I think England should beat them. But that's also going based on like how I view the 2 teams. But I don't rate the Netherlands whatsoever, guys. I told you guys all before a ball was kicked, Netherlands were going to come 3rd in their group. Like, I don't rate that team whatsoever. And I always say about England, right? They always struggle the minute they come up against a competent midfield. So if Frankie was playing at this tournament and Koop Miners was playing at this tournament, genuinely, I would have told you the Dutch got something for them. And as much as I like Reinders, I don't like the guys around him. I don't believe in the Dutch. I got England going through. Frankie ain't all that, man. But Frankie for the Dutch is actually a very good player. Frankie is like the heartbeat of that Dutch team. I got England beating the Dutch. Jude Bellingham for England tonight versus Slovenia. 0 chances created, 0 shots, 0 tackles, 1 dribble completed, 2 of 9 duels won, 16 times possession lost. I mean, bro, that's I don't know. First of all, Jude was playing, again, in a position that doesn't suit him, right? Because I think now Southgate is desperately trying to find a way that Jude and Foden can coexist. But I really think you found out now that one can't exist without the other stinking. Foden can't play on the left while Jude plays in the middle, and Jude can't play off the left while Foden plays in the middle. One of them is not going to be at their best. So really, you got to sacrifice one of them, bro. You got to sacrifice one of them. Me personally, I think he prefers Jude to Foden. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's Jude. But I think you've seen now when Palmer is on the ball, when Gordon is on the ball, it's just more natural because they play in those positions. Foden and Jude are not wide men. So I think one of them you're going to have to sacrifice. And I think if I know Southgate, I think he's going to stick with Jude.